Prep for calc. Yesterday there was no new topics, so that means just it's time to jump right back in, continue doing more practice, learning new topics, and I'll be back to recall what I learned in a little bit. All right, we learned a new topic today. That is how to graph basically sine and cosine at y equals sine, y equals cosine x. And basically, you know, you start with the basics structure if you don't have an a value or anything within the parentheses. So sine, basically your first point will be at 1, and then you move over down to when you have the x value of pi over 2, it's going to be 0. Y is going to be 0. You move over to pi, and the y value will be negative 1. Then you move over to 3 pi over 2, and the value will be 0, y value. And then you move over to 2 pi, and the value will be, y value will be 1. And so it's like this, a wave, sinusoidal wave. And then cosine is the same shape, you just shift it. No, actually what I just described is cosine. Sine starts at 0, 0, versus cosine starts at 0, 1. And so what I described was cosine. Sine starts at 0, then at pi over 2, the value is 1, y value. Then at pi, the y value is 0. At 2 pi over, or 3 pi over 2, the y value is negative 1. And then again, 2 pi, the y value is 0. So sine goes through the origin. Cosine starts at 0, 1. So the first one I described was cosine x. The second one, sine x. Okay. Now, if you have some a value, so a times cosine x or a times sine x, that's the amplitude. And all that will do is just spread it vertically. And so instead of 1 as the maximum and negative 1 as the minimum, it will be a and negative a. And then within the actual parentheses, if it's anything but x, the way I think about it is, okay, what will get this x, or what will get what's in the parentheses back to 0, and whatever that value is, that's where I'll start. I'll shift it left or right. That's where I'll start the sine or cosine. And so yeah, that's actually it for today. I think that might be the last new topic of all of it. We are super close. Alex learned another topic, which was solving basically logarithmic equations. And so really close. 11 more topics to finish. Talk to you tomorrow. See you.